Saludos, 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 ¿cómo está mi gente? Le habla Parache de Gay, directamente desde República Dominicana para el mundo. Para mí es un honor y un placer nuevamente estar por acá en lo que es el fantástico mundo de los videojuegos, pues trayéndole el nuevo contenido del mundo Genshin. En el día de hoy vamos a estar realizando la misión de Arconte, Pulso de Akasha, Fuego que Arrasa, en el cual espero que se le agrade a ustedes y que disfruten del contenido para el día de hoy, ya que esta actividad es bastante duradera o bastante larguita, es para que lo vayan tomando en cuenta. Pues nada, vamos a proceder a invitar de una vez a cada una de las personas que estén observando el directo o el vídeo a que se suscriban al canal. Si no lo han hecho, pues solamente deben de dar lo que es el botón rojo en la parte derecha. Al ladito pues tienen la campana de notificaciones para que así activen pues cada una de las diferentes actividades que venimos realizando a través de este medio. También le pedimos por favor pues que nos ayuden a seguir adelante compartiendo el contenido con sus amigos y familiares, comentando la inquietud de queja o sugerencia que tengan para nosotros ahí abajito en la caja de comentarios. Pues nada mi gente, acá como pueden observar estamos en el menú de misiones, exclusivamente misiones de Arconte. Entonces procedemos para acá, pueden observar que en lo que encontramos y me pide que hable con Candace. ¿En dónde? En la aldea Oru, en Sumeru. Vámonos para acá de una vez, para así pues llegar al objetivo que nos está marcando rápidamente a este teleport y manos a la obra. A ver, ¿qué es lo que pasa? ¿Qué es lo que pasa? Me marca que la señorita Candy está por acá. Vámonos ya. Algo importante, gente, vamos a ir omitiendo los diálogos porque como ustedes saben, los diálogos son bastante duraderos acá o bastante largos. Y vamos a tratar pues, de omitir lo máximo posible todos los diálogos, ya que la actividad va a ser muy larguilla, muy duradera.
Wait a moment. Before attending the meeting, I hope you can promise me one thing.
What do you need?
Promise me that you won't commit to anything too reckless.
What do you think?
Okay.
Como diga señorita Kanda, Pulso de Akasha, Fuego que Arrasa activado. Vámonos por aquí ya de una vez. Joder, tío. Vámonos al objetivo de una vez por acá. Y entrando en la casa del jefe de la aldea, Aurus. A ver, ¿qué pasa acá?
Everyone's here so early. But why is...
We already discussed things a bit.
Hey, where have you been? I've missed you too.
Are you ready? Very well.
Are you sure this is gonna work?
I gotta admit.
The point of discussion is to arrive at a solution. Let's cut the small talk and move to the next.
Aquí va a durar un poquito cargando mi gente la pantalla para que no se vayan a desesperar. No sé por qué motivo pues le meten esta carga en esta pantalla, pero ¿verdad? La verdad que dura un buen ratito ahí para hacer una carga de pantalla. Joder, tío, ¿por qué dura tanto? Eso es lo que no me explico, ¿por qué dura tanto? pero suficientemente para una pantalla negra. Demasiado tiempo ha durado mi gente cargando.
You're finally done.
I have some other stuff to take care of.
Ok, vamos a omitir el diálogo de una vez.
Come on.
Rápidamente.
That's what I wanted. Well, traveler, Paimon, judging from your expressions,
You can tell?
I'm not that good at scheming or strategy. To be honest, your deeds speak.
Candace,
I'm very glad I've said the same thing to only when you're safe can the plan be successful. You're welcome. Good luck.
Como diga, jefa. Ok, por acá vamos a hablar con our Heart Sense. Véngale, véngale, Heartcito.
Sounds good. I'll go make some prep.
Okay.
I'll hate them.
Have you finished saying your goodbyes?
Yeah. Also, Candace told everyone to be careful.
Yes, she did. Our plan is not child. I hope this is clear to you.
Huh? Shouldn't you be saying something more cheerful to boost our morale right now?
Didn't we already do that during the meeting?
You can never have enough words of encouragement.
In that case, Candace can cuddle you to your heart's content while I continue to remind you of the seriousness of our situation. We all have our jobs to do after all. It's like...
Speaking of the front lines, you don't look anything like a soldier.
Well, of course. Compared to the... But the advantage of not being a mercenary is that I get to stay... Just think about that mercenary who lost his mind. Mercenary groups...
Well, being a scholar is also a high-risk occupation. And you are a scholar!
I'm not like the rest of them. Even among members of the same species, some will exhibit far more potential than others.
This guy. Hyman still remembers when those mercenaries in Port Ormos called you a lunatic.
All intellectuals are lunatics in the eyes of fools. I'll take that as a compliment. That reminds me. Do you remember the record we saw in the King Deshret ruins? It mentioned forbidden knowledge. You have a good memory. Forbidden knowledge has the power to drive people insane, but this fact has never been shared with the public. Even I, who has worked in the academia for some time, was never once informed of this. I think those mad scholars and mercenaries we encountered may have all fallen victim to the corrupting but the academia has always held a different... Come to think of it, perhaps the academia has the withering. Elazar.
But Hyman, at least that's what Tainari told us. Wait a second. Could it be?
Ah, you've connected the dots. The cause of Irminsul's illness may precisely be the pollution from forbidden knowledge.
But if that's the case, what should we do? This is huge!
Wait. Why do you think Lesser Lord Kusanali would have a solution to this situation?
You mean, it's related to the scene you saw when you passed out in the Avidia forest? That whole, the world forget me thing?
In that case, to make sure we're still on track, I would like to check on the state of some of our preparatory work.
Where are we going?
To an Eremite base.
Ok, vámonos por acá de una vez. Joder, por si viste bastante lejos, que para dónde que voy, chico, para dónde que voy. Bastante lejos, vámonos acá. A este teleport para así llegar a la base de los eramistas. Eramisto. Vamos por acá.
Oh, you made it.
Huh? What are they doing?
I gave them some technical work to do.
Ah, it's the scribe. And is that the traveler I see?
How's the work going?
Ah, yes. We have fixed the devices according to your instructions. One of them is already ready for use, while the others are...
Aren't those devices for canned knowledge extraction? What are you doing with those?
Look here.
Huh? More canned knowledge? Are you going to put more weird stuff into his head again?
What's that look on your face? Are you scared?
Paimon's a little scared, but very, very furious!
That's an interest. Anyway, we're not going to use this just yet. As I mentioned during the meeting, this knowledge capsule contains a decree I drew up in the past. The academia should also... Traveler, I want you to record something into this Do you believe we can save Lesser Lord Kusanagi? Good. Now, please get ready.
You want us to record our...
Yes.
Paimon is still really...
I understand. But trust me,
Vamos a un dispositivo de extraer los conocimientos encapsulados.
Paimon can see the point you're trying to make.
Imagine this. We have orchestrated our plan and successfully rescued Lesser Lord Kusanagi. As a result, we have changed Sumeru's entire political land. Everything went without a hitch, and everyone recognizes and praises our achievements. Now, open your eyes. Here.
What's this?
Read it out loud. It's done.
Is your head...
It's just a recording. There should be no negative effects.
But what was the point of doing this? Paimon gets...
And that's perfectly fine. In any case, these capsules aren't meant to be used by you.
Huh? What?
Have you forgotten? Our plan needs to account for those who have long relied on the Akasha. You may find it hard to believe, but for those people, everything the Akasha transmits to them is nothing short of absolute truth. Imagine if you've been using a device like the Akasha since the day you were born, and this device has always supported you during times of need. After all that time, what do you think you'd become?
Demasiado diálogo.
And that's why rules, in addition. You could say that those...
Things you're interested in, or...
Anyway, that's... I'm going to take those two to...
Small?
We're going to tinker...
Ok. Entonces ahora me pide que hable con Sino en esta área, Carabazal Rivax. Ok, vámonos por acá de una vez.
I thought we agreed on a plan.
The plan is too radical and carries a high risk for casualties.
But it's still the best plan we have.
I did. And
Huh? Why are you guys arguing?
My friend, you're just in...
we agreed to work out a plan at the meeting. As mercenaries, you're familiar. Had I known all...
Look, you already know that we're all on the same side here.
Mercenaries place a lot of importance on their bonds of friendship, but also will not hesitate to make sacrifices if they deem the situation.
Seems you really do understand the ways of the desert.
Traveler, Paimon. This is also something you should know. Rahman's plan is to have me work with the Caravan Reebok guards in my capacity as a Matra.
Wait!
We can't get through that wall easily. My plan will clear us of any...
That also sounds...
Doesn't Al-Haytham know how dangerous this plan is?
Of course he does. He told me. There is no perfect plan. He also said that with the help of Sino and... I never blindly trust anyone.
If I make the arrests alone, I can control myself and prevent to make the whole thing more convincing. I'm okay with the deaths of enemies. But now that we're allies, I'm against the meaningless loss of our own.
I can't believe a Matra would actually care about us. I've lived a hard life, and I can say that people like you are hard to come by.
I've always treated my allies with honesty and respect. They have the right to know important things like this.
Now you're making this hard for me.
Hey, is there something we can do to help?
I know.
We can help fight some of the mercenaries.
Sino, on behalf of my... We have no fear of casualties. Because we...
Well, but remember, you need to follow the plan and not do anything. Since you and I...
Okay.
The guards should be stationed in the courtyard nearby. You can find them there.
Vámonos por acá, ok.
Guards!
General Mahamatra! To what do we owe the honor?
Keep your voice down. This is a secret operation. I'm going to arrest a large criminal gang near this location. According to...
Of course. Mahamatra Sino's order is the Academia's order. Just let us know what you need. But who exactly are you planning to arrest, and how many people are you expecting? Depending on the scale of this operation...
They're a squad of Eremites whose number is comparable to Ain el-Ahmar in Port Ormos. They're involved in the theft...
As many as Ain el-Ahmar? This should definitely be class...
And I suggest that you report this to your superior.
Got it. Please wait a moment. I'll contact them immediately.
Because this is work. Because I trust you.
Paimon can't... Aren't you even a little worried? Even if that guard...
We discussed this.
The Caravan Reebok operation is of great importance. But don't worry.
Ok, aquí nos está mostrando el diálogo de la planificación para la actividad.
Still don't know why Sino has left, which proves that the Academia has been... Second, this is a crucial moment for the Academia's God creation plan. If something were to happen to the General Mahamatra, it's bound to attract a lot of unwanted attention. No matter how you look at it, they don't seem interested in sharing the news of Sino.
A reasonable inference. I agree.
Which brings us to our next issue. I'm sure some of you have been wondering if
The Akasha is still in operation, so I must remain on high alert. Actually, considering the power of the Akasha, it's quite strange that...
I've given that a lot of thought. For now, I don't think you'll need to worry. If you remember, when you first came to Aru village, all your actions and routes were predicted by the Akasha. It even gave that information to those who kidnapped the village, but things like that never happened again.
That's true. But why?
Look at it from a different angle.
Because my personal data has been entered into the Akasha.
That's true, but haven't you ever
Because the Akasha...
The Academia, by sorting and analyzing entered data, the Akasha can derive. However, emotions are... Sino, in the past, you've always worked alone. In the app, decisive and principled. You were used to solving problems alone. That's why the Akasha could figure you out. But now, you've joined a team. And our thoughts and logic have... The Akasha lacked...
Demasiado diálogo, gente. Le ponen a las diferentes actividades. Se pasa... La verdad es que Buen... Oye, veces se pasa demasiado. En esa parte, Oye, veces está acabando con nosotros.
General Mahamatra, we were not expecting your presence here. I'm the security officer of the Grand Deshret Desert District. My name is Luxembourg.
This is my assistant.
Luxembourg.
What a great honor to meet you. Your golden hair is as...
Have you made a decision regarding the matter I mentioned to your subordinate?
It seems to be a dire situation, so of course you will have a...
There's no need for flattery.
Yes, sir.
Take your most elite platoon and follow me to the eastern side of the district. We will carry out the operation there.
Understood.
Map.
Hurry, bring the map.
In 2 days, we will engage Rahman's Eremites and capture all of them. Any questions about the time or location?
None at all, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Maybe hanging around the General Mahamatra isn't so bad after all. Everyone's so respectful towards us.
This is all due to the absolute authority of the Academia. And now, we're going to strike back against that massive pillar of power. Get ready. We will move out in 2 days.
Venga, a ver, me pide dentro de 2 días. Entonces, ¿qué hacemos? Pues adelantamos tiempo por acá. Como es dentro de 2 días, venga, A ver por ahí. Véngale. A ver, de una vez. Mapa, Había. Ok. Entonces viajamos a este teleport. Sigue cargando y carga bien. Ok.
Off we go.
Wait a moment.
Oh, it's you.
You're my assistant, remember? Being my assistant, you must stay with me.
It's General Mahamatra and his assistants.
We meet again.
You're here.
It's to show how important we think the operation is. Since this is a big case for the Academia, we are prepared to give it our best.
I'm glad to hear your sense of resolve. Remember, we must... They are our only leads for the case.
Understood.
Everyone! The Eremites are...
Make preparations and be ready for...
Prepárense para la acción, mi gente. Vamos a la acción, vamos a la acción.
Oh, what a warm welcome. What do you want? Judging from those shiny...
Rahman.
Who are you supposed to...
I'm not here to talk.
Oh, Nobody's given me this much time of day since I became a mercenary. Brothers! For that slight, let's wash our blades with their blood. Let's show them we Eremites are not to be messed with.
Véngale para acá. Véngale.
Shine down.
Scatter.
Illusion shattered.
A ver, por acá.
There is no escape. Adventure time.
Scatter.
Illusion shattered.
I'll protect us.
Falta entre más y culminamos.
Shine down.
Vamos a ver su madre sigue ahí.
There is no escape.
Véngale. Enemigo abatido.
We have subdued them. The operation is now over. All Eremite mercenaries and related personnel in the area have been arrested.
Ah, you pitiful Dendro Archon dogs! You'll...
I'm afraid you'll regret.
King Deshret will curse...
Silence!
Oh,
Restrain them and take them back to Caravan Rebot.
yes, sir!
Muy importante, mi gente, en el día de hoy vamos a hacer solamente la primera parte porque esta actividad dura bastante tiempo. Para así, pues, traérsela en diferentes transmisiones, lo que corresponde a dicha actividad.
Understood. You are dismissed.
There they go.
Let's talk elsewhere.
This part of the plan went really...
Yes, things went perfectly.
That's fantastic! And that punch you gave Ramon there?
Once we're done here, I'll return to Cara.
Yeah, you're the reason why everything...
It's not that. Go join up with her. She will need.
Speaking of which, is it really okay?
I have a very close relationship with Tainari. Given how well we know each other, I believe my message alone should be enough to bring him to our side. If we need help, Tainari is the best option. Get ready for the next phase of the plan.
Ok, por acá. Vamos a darle a este enemigo. Su merecido. Ok, enemigo fue abatido.
Illusion shattered.
A ver por aquí. Joder, tío. Ofrenda. Falta menos, falta menos. A ver si hay un teleport más cerca por ahí, por la zona. ¿Quién nos está marcando? Así, venga, le vamos por acá. Carabinas y robar. Carabinas y robar. Barra. Vamos a hacer esta siguiente parte y ahí finalizamos la transmisión por el día de hoy, gente. A ver. Hola, ¿cómo está mi Carpet? ¿Cómo es? Scarnes, ¿cómo está todo por ahí? ¿Todo bien, amigo? ¿Todo bien? ¿Y usted cómo le va? Ah, vámonos por acá a hablar con la señorita de ella.
It's about time. Didn't you say our part of the plan is the most important of all? And here you come rolling in late. In the time it took you to get here, I already did 5 laps around the place, downed 7 drinks, and even did some clothes shopping.
¿De qué, amigo?
Sorry. We didn't mean to keep you with...
I just wanted to fix your attitude and rub it in a little. After all, you took your sweet time getting here, and we've got important stuff to take care of.
Sí, estaban haciendo la encuesta y le dije, en la encuesta me hicieron una pregunta y le dije que es demasiado largo. Que deberían de quitar eso, porque eso es demasiado largo. ¿Es un libro que estamos leyendo o es acción que queremos? Uno de los dos. Porque la verdad, demasiados textos o demasiado diálogo en el juego y la verdad que así no vale. Queremos acción, pura acción, mucha acción. Solamente diálogo necesario para poder hacer una actividad, pues es lo que debería de haber, pero eso es parte de la cultura de los creadores de juegos, por lo que veo.
That's certainly true. But when multiple employers are vying for your services, you should always go with the best offer.
How much more do you want? I was not sure we can afford it.
How much do I want?
Prácticamente
What do you say?
es importante porque es la historia, pero que como quiera demasiado texto. En verdad, pues la historia no... Es muy poca la persona que leen todos los textos o que ven toda el diálogo, que le pongan atención. Por eso no creo que sea tan a menos que a usted le interese mucho alguna historia. En lo particular a mí la historia pues no es que me interese tanto, por así decirlo. No soy muy amante de los textos. Joder, pero verdad que tenemos que ir por acá para poder ir al jardín día. Ok, aquí a este teléfono vamos. A ver. La transmisión la vamos a dividir en varios vídeos. ¿Por qué? Porque esta actividad la estuve haciendo en mi otra cuenta y es muy larga. Entonces pues lo que voy a hacer luego de que finalice esta secuencia, pues estaríamos finalizando la transmisión para que así no se haga muy larga, porque la verdad si lo ponemos a hacer posiblemente pase de las 2 horas o 3 horas, para que tenga eso presente la persona que esté observando la transmisión para el día de hoy. Aquí encontramos al compa Tinnari.
Traveler Paimon. And you are?
Hey there.
This is our friend Dia. She's an Aramite mercenary.
A mercenary? You must have some big news for me.
It's something really important. Please help us out.
All right. Then follow me.
Como diga jefe, vámonos con Tinnari. Algo muy importante, gente, pues antes de que finalice la primera fase de gachapón, pues vamos a estar tirándole a Naida, porque vamos a acumular los máximos deseos para así tenerla, porque estoy seguro que la podré obtener ya que tengo el piti asegurado ya. O sea, me ha salido un personaje que no es Naida y por eso estoy específicamente Tinari. Sé que va a venir Naida en el próximo legendario.
Sorry to ask you like this after having just met, but your answer is very important to us. For now, all we can share with you is that your friend Sino is working with us.
Sino, you say?
No entiendo lo que quiere decir, amigo, y con esa pregunta, no entiendo.
You don't have to tell me everything that's happened.
Sino's name really does work wonders. You're not even a little worried that we might have made it all up?
Despite having just met you, I can sense that you're the serious type. Between you, the Traveler, and Sino, none of you strike me as the type that would conspire to deceive me. You don't need to tell me anything you don't want to. I'll also get straight to the point. The Harbinger you mentioned came to me because he wanted to take the scholar Hypatia away with him.
Hypatia? Why would he want her?
Hypatia, querían Hypatia.
Is he planning to leave Sumeru?
Yes. He told me his return to Snezhnaya is imminent.
Ya, ok, está todo bien. Aquí tenemos la imagen del doctor, mi gente.
Indeed. Otherwise, we could have perhaps talked a little more. I was just about to set out when I remembered something important. Let me ask, have you been taking care of a scholar by the name of
La verdad es que no entiendo por qué los Fatui siempre tienen una máscara.
No doubt because you recruited many.
Lo que
But you're right.
digo, eso es ese 8 veces, pues cuidando la imagen.
Since you asked, I'll be frank. I would like to take Hypatia to Snezhnaya.
Para cuando le toque el gacha a esos personajes.
It's incredibly difficult to transfer a patient. As a scholar.
Oh, I can't believe your utter lack of faith in me, to the point of even questioning my.
Well, you're the only one.
I have my ways of keeping her safe during the journey. In addition, I will personally supervise her.
Hypatia was born in Sumeru and remains a scholar. Transporting her to Snezhnaya is risky, and the potential benefits are unknown. As the person currently responsible for her treatment, I cannot. Your suggestion is rude and reckless. I'll pass. I don't know much about the doctor, but after talking with him, I realized that, just like many other scholars, he possesses an aura of arrogance that I've come to detest. It's not so much that he's looking down on others, but more that he's so confident in himself and his abilities, to a point of near insanity. I would never refer a patient to someone like him. I prepared myself for a protracted battle of wits, and was really surprised to see him just give up.
I see. Of course, your opinion makes perfect. You're still young, but already quite stubborn. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't just let you off the hook like this. But unfortunately, I'm in a hurry today. What with Her Most Noble Majesty, the Tsaritsa. Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave. It's just as the Academia said. You're a responsible and gifted scholar. Sadly, even with all of that, you're still lacking a bit of shrewd. And that's also why people like you can never realize that sooner or later, everyone must pay the price for what they've learned.
Estamos amenazando ahí, doctor Altinari, porque no lo ha dejado hacer lo que quería.
Paimon can't help but feel like he's hinting.
He asked a question, yet didn't care for my answer. Perhaps I'm nothing but a talking. He never came off as malicious, but an utter lack of compassion permeated throughout our conversation.
I can barely believe it myself. But if that's true, the situation will be in our favor.
I don't think I missed any details. Frankly speaking, I don't want you to do anything too risky. Now that you know a little more, it should be easier for you to stay safe.
Sorry, I can't tell you everything.
It's okay. I have an obligation to do so. To be perfectly honest, all of this may...
Okay.
Recently, my master wrote...
Hasn't he already asked you?
Yes, but there's something off. My master will occasionally... This has been a habit of his for many years. But I didn't
El personaje Tinares pues llama mucho mi atención su diseño. Es como humano ligado con conejo o algo así, no sé.
I can do that. But I have a feel the academia has been working on a big project. I'm not quite sure.
Demasiado diálogo y estoy dándole todo, a tratar de omitir todo y aún así.
You must be extra.
I must say, I didn't expect.
Being loyal to the academia doesn't mean blindly doing whatever the sages say. I know what I'm doing. On that note, aren't you also being...
The academia, yes, but my master is a man of integrity. I suppose he's lucky to have lasted so long.
Seguimos omitiendo.
I see. So you noticed something was...
Bella, ¿qué es lo que pasa contigo, Bella?
Also, if you run into Sino again, I think this may be...
Okay, well
thanks.
Right. Now let's go... Oh, by the way, which way did the doctor go when he left Paradis DI?
That way.
Gotcha. Thanks so much. We'll be on our way.
Vámonos, dale. Vámonos, Lección. Joder, tío, ¿ha hecho un viaje automático? Ok, amigo. Kakashi. Todo bien ahí, todo bien.
According to Tainari, the doctor is leaving Sumeru soon. I want to check if the doctor was actually telling the truth. He also said that he'll take care of everything before he leaves. What did he mean by that? We need to be extra careful when dealing with just to be safe, let's chase him and see what we find.
But we have no idea where he went. How can we start chasing him?
We'll do it the mercenary way. I'll find leads as we go. All you have to do is just follow me. That Harbinger may have tried to cover his trail, but he still left some traces.
Vamos a seguir a la señorita de ella por acá.
He never even thought about concealing his whereabouts. Maybe that's just how arrogant he really is. Yep, we're headed in the right direction. The traces are still fresh, but there's no sign of his entourage. Clearly they're in a hurry. It's just as I thought.
¿Para dónde quedé ya no lleva? Ok.
We can stop here. I think I know where the doctor went. To the south of here is Port Ormos.
Port Ormos?
That's right. Let's go to the...
Vamos a Puerto Ormos, como dijo la señorita de ella. Espérate, si no era... Mapa, venga acá, mapita. Puerto Ormos. Nos dejamos caer por acá.
Shh! Don't. The port is crawling with Fatui soldiers.
Let's keep going. we can find.
Now this is a proper farewell ceremony for a Snezhnayan Harbinger.
The Lord Harbinger is leaving. I've still only seen him once or twice.
I used to hold a position in our homeland, and back then, the doctor spoke in a very different way from the way he speaks now.
A ver,
Maybe the
por
way
acá.
people talk in Sumeru has rubbed off on him. It's always like that when you spend too long away from home. When he gets back to Snezhnaya, perhaps it will also take him some time to get used to the life.
Gracias igualmente para ti, amigo. Que tenga buena noche, que duerme bien.
But, sir, that can't be right.
No, I remember it like it was yesterday. Both his expressions and
Vamos a ponernos aquí atrás, por aquí, por
for
Italia.
some reason he seems like he's all smiles now.
You must be mistaken. Nobody's supposed to look happy when they're on a business trip.
Mm-hmm.
The doctor is on that boat.
Okay. ¿Nadie de qué? ¿Nadie de qué?
This place will do. We can hide here while we keep an eye on the boat.
Allá tenemos a doctores.
Uh-oh. He saw us.
Huh? Is he waving at us?
It's time to say goodbye.
Wait, is he the only person on the boat?
Bye bye. ¿Qué quiere doctor con nosotros?
This was a trap.
Trampa, trampa.
Don't tell me that.
Trampa de doctores. ¿Qué fue lo que hizo?
Time left for me to take care of everything before I leave.
Oh no.
Ok, por acá, a ver.
Might be after Hypatia. Let's get back to Party's DI.
Huh? What do you mean?
I'm afraid that she's seen something that she wasn't supposed to see.
Oh no!
Let's go!
Vámonos por acá. Joder, pero me dicen que debemos de regresar al jardín. Para esto, pues vamos a ir después acá para hacerlo más rápido. Porque viene la acción, viene la acción. Demasiado dura para caer la pantalla.
Party's DI is not a place you Fatui can just show up and do as you please.
I believe we've already made ourselves quite clear. Our superior gave us permission to search for and collect medicinal herbs in Party's DI for research purposes.
But you've been in Sumeru for some time already. I find it coincidental that you chose to only come here today.
Even the Grand Sage himself may not have the right to question our research, much less an ordinary scholar like yourself. I've done my duty to inform you. Don't make things difficult for yourself.
It would seem that my words have fallen on deaf ears. You can keep trying to deny it, but coming to Party's DI now? I'm pretty sure you're not just looking for herbs.
With all due respect, your baseless speculations will only lead to unnecessary trouble.
Well, you only have your Harbinger to blame. He knows nothing about I may be staying at Party's DI as a scholar, but that doesn't mean I'm no longer a forest watcher. It is still my duty to protect the peace and safety of the scholars who have contributed so much to Sumeru.
Then it seems our conversation has hit an impasse.
No one will lay a hand on you, Hypatia. Not on my watch.
Tighnari, are you alright?
I'm fine.
Vamos a darle su merecido, gente, véngale. Por ahí. Por lo menos.
I'll protect us. Go, Barbara. Oh.
There's no use resisting. Give
¿Qué
us
más?
Hypatia.
Keep dreaming.
Ah, me gustan estos grandelotes.
The
doctor's
orders are absolute. Yeah? You've been someone's lapdog for so long that you don't know anything else now.
Let the show begin.
Scatter!
Véngale, enemigo batido ahí rápidamente.
We're not getting anywhere. Traveler, Paimon, please go to Hypatia. We need to make sure they don't try to sneak around and attack from behind.
Got it. Hypatia's still here. Well, how is she? Oh, that's good.
Aquí vamos a tener como la especie de sombra de escaramuza.
What? The Balladeer is here?
Sí, la conciencia de escaramuza.
I've missed that look of abject horror. You've given me that look every time we meet.
But, where...
I can hear all of your thoughts, you know. Don't you remember? I already saw you the first time you came to Party's DI and made contact. I didn't need to do anything. It is her honor to be able to connect her conscious.
Who are you talking to? It can't be the Balladeer, right?
I know you must be curious. I might as well tell you that I decided to enter Hypatia's consciousness the moment I sensed your... I wanted to observe you on a fool's errand.
Hey, Traveler!
My deification is nearly complete. All that's left now are just some final details. Do you understand? Even if you manage to rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali, it will be impossible for you to defeat a bona fide god like me. Is it wise to force that childlike god into a divine battle against me? Scholars consider the God of Wisdom to be the sum total of their faith. It's how they can justify reverence for a god as they construct it. But this also shows that humanity's worship of gods is a combination of blasphemy. Yes.
Demasiado diálogo.
Yeah, I'm in a good mood, which is why I'm talking to you like this. What do you mean? Those words almost make, but you're wrong. I'm different from all of you. I was born to become a god. My entire life up until this point has just been a meaningless routine. Just think about a sheet of paper. By itself, it holds no meaning. The contents recorded on it, all I had recorded down before were some painful memories and boring human feelings. Indeed, to me, the sight of you fools in your futile struggles is far more amusing. Tell me, I'm connected to your this is a good conversation we're having. So here's a word of advice. Let go of your misguided guardian complex. You know nothing about the truth. It'll be for your own good, as well as everyone else's. Humans are a species that can only find... Ah, you've seen my affection for her. If you were in my position, she peered into my consciousness and saw my past. Someone like that is qualified to become my first follower. All gods need followers. So Hypatia has been chosen. Her appearance heralds my imminent arrival at the throne of divinity, while her worship shall become... You're doubting me again? Who wants to hurt my devout follower? The doctor wants to hurt my first follower? How very amusing. Has anyone ever told you that you're not good at sowing discord? The doctor has never known his place. Even now, the puny human thinks himself capable of interfering in the business of the new god. You're still too naive if you think a few words will be enough to convince me to destroy. It is an honor for you to be able to stand here and speak with me. As my listener, you will be rewarded. Both good things and bad things can be called gifts.
Demasiado diálogo, caray. Vamos a la acción, vamos a la acción. ¿Qué es lo que queremos? Acción. Ya, vamos, quítate de ahí, Paimon, que tú hablas demasiado. Paimon habla mucho, no queremos habladera. Es acción que queremos. Joder, tío. Entonces, vamos por acá.
He's hurt.
I'm fine.
Don't move. I've seen Eremites get struck by...
Struck by lightning?
We were fighting, and just as things started looking grim, the weather suddenly became extremely strange. Lightning started attacking everyone. Luckily, there were only 2 of us, and both of us were nimble enough to dodge most of the strikes. There were a lot of Fatui, though, and they were being torn to shreds by the bolts of lightning.
With that, all the Fatui soldiers were forced to retreat. It's all right. My wound aside, you look like...
Hey, didn't I tell you not to move?
Just in case.
Ok, vamos a combinar esta partecilla. Joder, no es por ahí, es por acá.
Thank goodness she's fine.
Hey, how about taking care of yourself?
I understand my condition. The wound is not fatal. I'll be all right.
Ugh. The more you understand medicine, the worse of a patient you become.
I know. They always think they can push through the pain.
Oh, he sat down.
Let me rest for a bit. So...
Siguen hablando y hablando y hablando. Diálogo, diálogo, diálogo viene.
So that's what you were talking to the balladeer about? Oh, Paimon can't believe you.
The Academia's God creation plan. How ridiculous.
That sounds, ambitious, I guess? Anyway, this is all. As long as I can enjoy every day with a drink in my hand, tasty food. I must be the least ambitious.
Don't say that.
Don't mention it. Well, if nothing else, all this proves that the doctor really did have... maybe...
You said the balladeer claims that Hypatia...
Have you noticed?
So, if...
Based on what the travelers said. In other words, we've...
Yay!
Thank you for the help, Tainari.
Yeah.
Okay, that wraps things up for us here at Party's DI. Traveler, it's about time. Let's continue to keep a low profile.
Espera de la 19-21 horas acordada. Ok, 19-21 horas. Vamos a adelantar el tiempo por acá. Y aquí vamos. No, dijiste Gran Bazar. Entonces, como es Gran Bazar, vámonos por... Vámonos acá. Aquí estamos en la zona de Gran Bazar para encontrar a Nilud.
All right, everyone is here.
How did everything go?
Let's report back. We've made the necessary...
I'll go next.
Who is behind it?
Well, that's the tough part. What should I say, Traveler? The Fatui or the Baladi? After some back and... So, we've...
Oh! Kainari also...
Everything also went smoothly on my side. The Eremites should have arrived at their destination by to avoid alerting the quarry.
I can't believe you actually got so many Eremites into Sumeru City.
It's all thanks to Rahman and his brave team, as well as their bolts.
It appears to have been, well...
Huh?
Well...
Shouldn't you end with...
Personally...
I'll hate them.
Oh, and if you wanted... So you should find some...
But I thought all of you academia...
Then I should remind you.
I know that.
A scribe is responsible...
Fine, whatever. Well, Cyno does...
Employer?
Yep. The Traveler hired me. That's right. So come on, boss. What do you have?
Yeah! Say something to boost morale! Huh? What are you all doing here? Oh, it's Nilu!
Nilito, Nilito.
But you also look like...
Welcome, Nilu.
Huh? Join me? You mean... You also want to discuss something important with me?
Yes. Something very important. Nilu, are there any breaks in your performance schedule in the upcoming days?
Huh? Wait, you're seriously inviting me?
Claro que sí. Queremos tu magistral actuación, mamacita Nilu.
Right. That's right. I must admit that, but I'll try my best for Lesser Lord.
Remember.
Okay. I'll get my friends at the Grand Bazaar to help us tomorrow.
Just remember not to say too much.
Yep.
All the preparations are done. Now, can we finally conclude this meeting?
So, have you thought up what you'd like to say, boss?
Yep. It's a grand plan and we're all super awesome!
Vámonos acá.
Well said. A good night.
Huh?
Oh,
Alright, let's go! Okay. So I guess that means it's time to... Yep! Good night!
Ok, mi gente, lo vamos a dejar hasta acá porque, como les dije, la actividad es muy larga y si seguimos así, pues la duración pues se va a extender demasiado. Ya tenemos 1 hora y algo en lo que es la transmisión para el día de hoy. Vamos a continuar para mañana o luego lo que corresponde a las siguientes fases correspondiente a Pulso de Akasha, Fuego, Arrasa, Mision De Arconte. Pues nada, procedemos a invitar nuevamente y por última vez a cada una de las personas que están observando el directo del vídeo que se suscriban al canal. Si no lo han hecho, pues solamente deben de darle ese botón rojo que está en la parte derecha al ladito, pues tienen la campana de notificaciones para que se activen pues cada una de las diferentes actividades que venimos realizando a través de este medio. También le pedimos por favor, porque nos ayuden a seguir adelante, compartiendo el contenido con sus amigos y familiares, comentando la inquietud de quejas o sugerencias que tienen para nosotros. Y por qué no, pues dándole like si les gusta el contenido que les traemos a través de este medio. Pues nada, de mi parte todo por el día de hoy. Pues se despide de ustedes directamente desde República Dominicana para el mundo, su amigo para HD Game. Hasta luego, hasta el próximo vídeo.